Alright, hey guys, so yeah, that was annoying, and I've had that happen a couple times now on Periscope, and I'm not sure what's going on. Periscope is crazy today. I was on Monique Melton's yesterday, and all of a sudden hers went out, and when it came back, her audio didn't line up with her video anymore. Like, her audio was way ahead of where her video was, and it was really trippy to watch. So hopefully it means that Periscope is onto some like awesome updates for us and some good shit. Hopefully that's what it means. Hi Jessica, hi Natalie, hi Heather. So hopefully we won't have any issues in take two. That's exciting, right? So for those of you who are just getting on, I'm in the car again, but not driving today. Hey, sometimes I just like to sit in my car too, Jessica. Hi Carmel, hi guys. So for those of you who got on who don't know who I am, let's do this again for take two. My name is Megan Maydell. I am the owner of Moxie and Grace, soon to be just Megan Maydell. I'm a brand and business strategist who helps creative entrepreneurs craft brands and businesses that don't suck, embrace their authentic personality, and make money while they're at it. So today, I got asked in my Facebook group, Badass Bosspreneurs. I do a thing called Q&A Tuesday where my group is allowed to bring the questions, I bring the answers. And one of the questions I got asked today was about no audio, or is it just me? Can everyone else hear me okay? Let me know. Heart it up if you can. Okay, Tiffany can hear me. Angie, maybe try logging out and logging back in. Maybe? So, I got asked today what the number one thing is that I do to help myself get past the comparison game whenever I notice that I find myself comparing myself to other people online. So, for one thing, I think everybody runs into this problem that we all get caught in the comparison game, that we're all online, we're all on social media, we're all, constantly interacting with each other. You know, the comparison game that whenever you start seeing other people do something awesome, that like you had the idea and they executed on it first, that happens a lot. Or when you get caught up in the idea of someone doing something that, you know, you're also doing, but maybe they're doing it better. That's objective and debatable. But, you know, maybe in your mind they're doing it better. Hold up. I don't got time for trolls today. So, or things that, like, you wish you would have thought of. Like, any of those things where, Jesus Christ. Block user. Sorry, guys. So, things you would have thought of, all that kind of stuff. Like, it sucks getting into that kind of comparison game that, right? Like, I don't know, where do they come up with this shit? Do they, like, copy and paste the same, like, trolly statements over and over again into everybody's Periscopes? I think that's what they're doing. Like, they just got a statement of, like, random shit I can throw out there. Let's copy and paste it. So, I don't know if my solution is the most popular to the comparison game, but to begin with, I just kind of keep my head down and focus on what it is that I've got going and the ideas that I've got coming out, and try not to let anyone else influence that idea, that this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it regardless of what other people are putting out there. So I need to make it as awesome as my brain can make it. So I just try to keep my head down and focus on my own stuff. That's not always practical. We all know that we end up, what about reaching out to that person and telling them you admire them? I haven't done that yet. I've heard that approach from lots of other people where if you come across someone that you really like what they're doing, or you feel like it's a comparison game, you need to reach out to them and collaborate with them, find different ways to connect with them. I just haven't tried it yet, but it's a good idea. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it. So it could be interesting. So I keep my head down, focus on my own stuff. Now I know that's not always practical. You know, we're online, we're interacting with each other all day, every day. So you're going to see other people's stuff. You're going to find things that you like, oh, I wish I would have thought of that idea. Oh, they're doing it better than I am. So what can you do whenever you get to like creeper or lurker status, whenever you find that you're stalking all their social media channels, whenever you find that you're visiting their website several times a day and scouring the copy that they have on there, or you know, you're sitting down to write your about page and you've got 10 people's about pages up because you like theirs better than yours. That's a bad place to be in, and I stopped working at that point. I shut it down. Creeping, right? I've scoured and visited, also called creeping, Makeda. First time catching you live. I love your realism. Great message. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could finally join us live. Yeah, Carmel, guilty. We're all guilty. We're all guilty. I have to stop working at that point. Once I get to that point, I stop working. I shut it down. I close my computer, and I'll go for a walk. I'll go outside, play with the dogs. I will take a shower. I go do something else, because I know that anything else I do for the rest of the day while I'm in that, if I keep myself in that work mode, is going to be influenced by whatever it is that I was just creeping on, comparing myself to, and I'll end up either, I know you guys have probably done this too, changing all my shit, seeing somebody else's About page, falling in love with it, and thinking that I need to change all of mine. Or I end up coming up with ideas that are influenced by everyone else's stuff. Like, next thing you know, my idea is, oh, well, this person's doing that. Maybe I could do that too. And next thing you know, you spend 3 hours going down someone else's idea path that wasn't yours and maybe isn't the best plan for you. So I have to shut it down. And when I shut it down, I have to walk away from it. I'm really hoping that my internet, what is it called? Like a booster, Wi-Fi booster, shows up soon so that I can start scoping for my office. And then you all will be able to see I have a wall in my office where I have all my Post-it notes put up, where it's essentially like my plan for everything that I've got coming up this year. And I just like to recap it. I'll shut it down. I'll take a second to kind of reflect on what it is that I've done so far this year, what it is that I've got coming up this year, and just like own that I am being myself. I need that someone needs to hear my message exactly the way I say it. And that's what some people need to hear that, some people don't. You know, I'm very blunt. I'm very to the point. I say it like it is, or I try to find a funny way to make it relatable. And some people need to hear it that way. There are also some people who don't need to hear it that way, who don't like the way that I put my message out there, the way I present my business and brand strategies. There are some people who need to hear it in a softer way. Hell yes, you're awesome. I always need to hear it your way. Great. Fabulous, Carmel. There's some people who need to hear it in a softer way. I'm not their person. So there needs to be a person out there who's delivering brand and business strategy in that way, and that's fine. You know, there's enough of us to go around, and I just take a second whenever I shut it down to own that, get comfortable with that, and be abundant in that, and that there are enough clients for everyone. The possibilities are out there for everyone, and we can all talk about the same thing, but the way in which we deliver our message and inherently who we are is what makes us unique and sets us apart from what's going on. So that is how I combat the comparison game. I've shut it down for the day. I can't keep working. I know everything I put out there after that was going to be influenced by something else, and I don't want to put myself in that headspace. So I shut it down for the day. And then I just try to stay on my own path. Me too, Heather. I try to stay on my own path, and then if I do find that I get sometimes caught up in those lurker moments, I gotta stop. I do sometimes, end up creeping on somebody's website for way too long and, thinking to myself, oh, I could do that, or they're doing that way better than I am. And that doesn't work for me. I end up taking it to a place that I shouldn't. So I shut it down for the day. Recap with myself what it is that I've done, what it is that I've got coming out. I get confident in what it is that I've got coming out, and I just move forward in that direction. So I hope that helps you all. If you guys find that you guys are constantly trying to pull inspiration from other people's stuff, if you guys find that you're constantly getting stuck, constantly getting caught up in the comparison game, try that way of going about it. I stopped with the website lurkers too and just concentrate on my own creativity. Yeah, so a lot of times, I'm getting ready to upgrade my website, I guess. And so I have taken days where I haven't brought my computer with me. I've gone to the coffee shop, and I'll do everything on paper first. I won't look at other websites. I won't even look at my own website, and I'll do everything on paper. And I'll start writing out, okay, what do I want the navigation to be? What are the different pages I want there to be? What are the resources I want to have available? What is the best way that I know how to serve my people who are coming to my website, and putting it out there? Soon we will all be lurking on your new site. Great. Maybe just not for days and days on end. That's how I choose to go about it, so that I don't get caught up in other people's stuff, and I don't get caught up in the comparison game, as I just avoid it. Good idea. Love that. Good old pencil and paper. Yeah, it's something that they beat into your head at SCAD. I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design, and everything that you have to do is on pen and paper, is pencil and paper first. You don't do anything on the computer. So that's just kind of always the way that I've gone about tackling problems. So that's also an idea too. If you find that you're really getting caught up in something, shut everything down and just, walk away from it and resort to just pen and paper and get it done that way. If you feel like you can't spend the rest of the day not working, you need to be getting something done. So, or if you have a new project or something coming up, don't look at other people's stuff for inspiration. Don't look at other people's stuff for ideas. Focus on your own ideas first and build and tweak and improve from there based on the feedback that you get back from your own audience. Because sometimes you could be copying someone else's stuff and it's not even what your audience wants to hear. It's what their audience wants to hear. It's what their audience wants to digest. It's what their audience wants to go after. And your audience might be looking at it being like, what the hell is this? What is this chick doing? I don't need any of this. I don't need to hear it that way. I don't want to go about finding stuff this way. So just stay in your own lane, on your own stuff. Let it come from your own head and tweak and build and refine from what your audience is telling you beyond that. That's how I get out of the comparison game. So hopefully this helped you all today. Head over to my Facebook group, Badass Bosspreneurs, and let us know. Feel free to throw a comment down in there and let us know how you tackle the comparison game. If there's any other extra tips or anything else that you have, we would love to hear about it. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I'll definitely be Periscoping tomorrow because, again, I am trying to Periscope every day this month. So I will see you all later. No problem, guys. Bye.